is Black History Month, and over the next 4 weeks, we'll be bringing you new segments as a part of our ongoing series, Uninterrupted.
So be sure to check back here each week for our coverage on the history of social justice within the Black community and insight from NBA players.
Next week, it's Sincerely Yours with Trae Young. Until then, that's all we
Seems like we've been here before. Yes, it is Groundhog Day. And we welcome you to this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the big man, Domantas Sabonis, is following in his father's Hall of Fame footsteps. We all remember what Arvydas Sabonis looked like when he was healthy, both in Russia and when he came over to the NBA. Domas watched his dad play with the Blazers and dreamed of becoming an NBA player in his own right. Well, he's arrived. Last season, Domantas became a first-time All-Star, and he's certainly doing his dad proud. Kevin?
He sure is. Thanks, David. Let's see some of the numbers here for Kawhi Leonard.
The surge in his free throw percentage this month is noticeable. He's looked a lot more comfortable at the line. Part of his job now should be attacking the D, going head-on, drawing fouls, and trying to ride this hot streak.
A look at the Magic starting group. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Sabonis. Then it's Trae Young. And there's Bismack Biyombo. And it's Oladipo in at the two-guard spot. And for Portland, they've got Paul George. Whiteside is out there with Anthony. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Conley in at the one spot. Greg, we're still involved in the conference system. Does it hold relevance as we're looking here at the standings mid-season?
You know, for travel distance, yes, and there's also some tradition at stake. I mean, look, that said, in a perfect world, you'd like to see the best 16 teams make the playoffs each year, but we've had, you know, imbalance in conferences forever, so that's not going to change, but sometimes change is just necessary.
How about quickly for the playoffs? Would you like to reseed and take the top 16s, 1 through 16?
I would. I think that'd be a great idea.
Here's Young, and it's blocked by Whiteside. They get it back, and now the fast break. George with the ball. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Just so fluid on all his shots. No hesitation from Melo on the catch and shoot.
Caldwell Pope against Oladipo. Right side, Leonard. Back to Oladipo. Shoots. Clock is at 3. He can't get that one to fall. Now Portland takes it the other way. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Orlando this season.
An interconference matchup. Last season, they went 2-0 against this club.
And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Well, speed, intelligence, touch. Kawhi Leonard has it all.
George against Leonard. Biyombo with the block. And he recovers it. Now Young turned in an outstanding game against Denver. Stolen by Conley. And oh, here we go. Conley, nobody back. Outside for George. That doesn't go either for George.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Back to Young. Just 5 on the clock. And Whiteside sends it back. And they're on the break. Out to Anthony. A second chance effort. And it's good on the way in. Anthony's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, how well does he use his frame to hold off the defense? Melo with the strong finish.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Oladipo outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Whiteside sends it back.
Yet another miss. Just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
And oh, here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance. Hits the three-point bomb.
The most lethal part of Young's game. His outside shot is often on the money.
Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
And he knocks down the first one. Both good from the line that time. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Leonard. Over George. That one doesn't go. And it's Portland the other way. Outside Conley. Off target from outside. The Magic trail by 3. Young outside. Inside. Here's Biyombo. And the dunk by Biyombo.
Well, showing off that athleticism is Bismack Biyombo. That's an easy one.
Conley, the pass to Whiteside. The dish to George. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Caldwell Pope outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's George. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Silky smooth jumper from Paul George, and he just lets it fly whenever he gets free from that spot.
Sabonis at the elbow. And finished off by Oladipo.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? It's George on the wing. That shot off. Great D that time from Leonard. Here's Oladipo, and finished off by Oladipo.
How about the vision from the crafty little guard? Young excels at realizing when his guys have clean looks.
Conley the pass to Carmelo. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. From deep, George. George missing again. The Magic have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Young's shot is off.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
Oladipo against Caldwell Pope. And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That is his first foul of the game. Goran Dragic is checked in for Portland. And a switcher also for Orlando. Holmes checked in. And here are the Trailblazers now. They trail by 1. Caldwell Pope passes to Dragic. 6 on the shot clock. Anthony with the bucket. Here's Young. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game. And here's Leonard from 3. Rebounded by Anthony. Anthony's got 4 rebounds in this game. Caldwell Pope with it. Now defended by Oladipo. Bucket is good.
All heart from Caldwell Pope there, using every ounce of strength to muscle that shot in.
Young against Dragic. Young dishes to Leonard. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Well, Kawhi Leonard meets the defender at the rim, and he comes out on top.
George looking around.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Young from outside. And it's Dragic with the rebound.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
And there's the toughness Dragic needs to show. Able to finish in the face of some very tight defense.
Here's Young. After the made shot from Goran Dragic. Holmes, good.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
And it's Dragic with the ball for the Trailblazers. Outside, George to the inside. Caldwell Pope. That shot is off. Nice D from Oladipo.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Young for 3. Nailed from three-point land. Young's got 6.
And you can get a real sense that Victor Oladipo loves sharing the wealth. What a nice look.
To the middle. Here's Caldwell Pope. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Up top, Holmes. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
and he's at nearly 90% from the free throw line this season, so having a terrific year.
That free throw good from Holmes. Both teams deciding to change it up. And so he makes both from the line.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Outside Dragic. Here's Gibson. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
And that one's good. Leonard.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
George passes to Dragic. He feeds it to Gibson. Clock at 6. Back to Dragic. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Magic. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
Now here's Gibson. Again, the Trailblazers score.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Well, Norman Powell, these last several seasons, has turned himself into a knockdown shooter. And obviously last season, much more involved on the offensive end. And that, to me, was his best performance to date.
Powell with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Nobody near George. Good on the triple. And it's a 4-point Portland lead.
Well, the three-point shooting of Paul George is an important attribute. Because he can put it on the deck, he's got to balance it with that kind of look right there.
Here's Holmes. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
And with Powell, they rely on his shooting to open things up for everyone else.
Yeah, and for Norman Powell, he knows what he's about and welcomes that role. This is a guy who understands how to relocate in the midst of plays to create separation from defenders. He's always ready in catch-and-shoot situations.
And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar. Well, Paul George, smack dab in the middle of the prime of his career, and maybe underestimated, is his drive to win.
Biombo is checked in for the Magic. And both free throws good for Paul George.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
The Magic trail by 6. Curry dishes to Augustine. And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. And stolen by Biombo. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Trailblazers leading by 6. There's 47 seconds left in the first. Here's George. And the rejection by Curry.
How about the effort from Seth Curry? If he's blocking shots, wow, what a lift for his guys.
Once again off the mark, Orlando. Trailblazers shooting it well so far today, guys. They've connected on 48% of their shots.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the three in transition.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Augustine. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Somehow misses the one-handed flush. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Portland. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We come back right after this. And if you're like me and curious about Victor Oladipo's overall philosophy, listen to this.
I think the biggest thing is just the relentlessness. No matter what's going on, no matter how hard you want to do well or if you mess up, just keep going. Just keep playing hard, just give it your all. And, you can live with the results after that because you know you gave it 110%.
And you know, Greg, I haven't ever heard anyone question his effort.
He came into the league as a raw athlete. Now he's a skilled assassin.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
They've got Taj Gibson. Norman Powell is out there with Dragic. Then it's Paul George. And it's Vanderbilt in at the 4. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. And the foul called on Bismack Biyombo. That is his first foul of the game. And the pass to Powell. Here's George. 6 on the shot clock. From the high post. Offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Vanderbilt's got the lead up to 11 now for Portland.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Augustine passes to Biyombo. Dishes to Curry. And it's off from three-point range.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Dragic. And too long on the shot. The Magic trail by 11. Pull up Jay. And the basket is good.
I think this is someone you have to account for in transition. Seth Curry does a great job getting into open space.
Powell dishes to Gibson. Powell, that's good. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Dragic against Augustine. Outside Curry. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Goran Dragic.
I love the aggressiveness of Seth Curry right there. Despite that frame, guys, he is not afraid of getting fouled.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, I think it's fair to say that Seth Curry has found his footing in this league. He gains more and more confidence every year.
Mike Conley's checked in for Paul George. And both free throws good for Curry. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Outside Conley. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You can see that defenders try to play with a level of physicality against Mike Conley, but this guy's such a tough competitor, he'll get to the line.
The Trailblazers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And that one falls for Conley.
I think Mike Conley historically will always be part of the grit and grind mentality where he spent his career in Memphis, but this guy's skill set allows him to fit in with any organization.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. And here's Curry, who brings it up for Orlando. 11-point game. And he converts the layup. Curry's got his second basket of the night.
Don't let that slight frame fool you. Seth Curry on the interior, he will finish shots.
It's Dragic with the drive, and they pick up 2. And the Trailblazers lead by 11.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Curry on the wing. That one goes in.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Conley, the pass to Gibson. He dishes it to Dragic. Poked away. Gibson finds Dragic. And the foul called on Bismack Biyombo. That's foul number 2 for him.
2 fouls already on him. That is not the way to get your minutes per game up.
So for the Magic, Sabonis comes in for Rashad Holmes. Young is subbed in for Augustine. And here are the Trailblazers now. Caldwell Pope with it, and there's a whistle. That goes on Daniel House. That's foul number 2 for him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Oladipo, he's checked in for Daniel House. Anthony kicks to Caldwell Pope. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Magic trail by 9. On its way from Young for 2. And it's Portland with the rebound. Dragic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Anthony, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo.
Well, once he gets the ball in that close, you've already lost. Anthony will find a way to hurt you.
Portland shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. And he makes the first.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Both shots good from the stripe.
You know, that's an interesting point about Carmelo, one of the most prolific free throw shooters in the history of the game. Spends a lot of time at the stripe.
Outside Curry. Oladipo against Caldwell Pope. Oladipo taking his time here. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Sabonis. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 5 assists in the game.
This guy's a skilled interior scorer. There's height, there's great shot selection. Sabonis doing work right now.
Conley gets the bucket.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
It's Oladipo on the wing, and they call an illegal screen here. Here is the list of players with the most boards in the league this month. The NBA's leading rebounders. Hassan Whiteside on top.
He must be spending a lot of time in the weight room because he's shown such strength under the basket.
Conley against Young. Conley, the pass to Whiteside. With some arc. Here's Anthony. No good that time. And it's the Magic taking it the other way.
Yeah, well, you look at the development of Domantas Sabonis. Few thought he could be a franchise caliber player. We might need to reconsider that given his play last year.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Young against Conley. The rebound by Young. And Sabonis putting up all-star numbers last season. Greg, you and I think he's just getting started.
Yeah, I mean, Sabonis only dominates a few areas of the game. Not a big defender, but he could be a 25 and 14 type down the line. He's still under 25 years old and has room to grow as a player.
Now, here's Oladipo. Following the miss by Michael Conley. They grab their own miss. Sabonis finds Curry. Back to Sabonis. It's off his foot, and they're saying he kicked the ball. And Orlando making a change here. Leonard's checked in. And the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Leonard. 38 points for him last game against Denver.
Yeah, don't forget how great he was drawing contact and getting himself to the free throw line. Picked up a ton of easy points there.
Trailblazers leading by 9. Anthony dishes to Whiteside. Back to Anthony. Pass to Whiteside. Over Sabonis. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Now, here is Young. 6 points for him. Curry on the wing. 6 to shoot. And here is Anthony. Right side, Dragic. Now Young. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game. And Oladipo kicks to Curry. Passes it to Leonard. Shoots over Dragic. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
And part of an overall effort for Kentavious going for higher percentage shots. That time working inside.
Now, here is Young. Oladipo outside. Back to Young for 3. Hands it from downtown. Young's got 9 points.
That's his first triple of the second period, third of the game.
Anthony right side. Shoots from 14. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Young is doubled. Oladipo for 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 6 assists here tonight.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Now here's Dragic. 11-point game his last outing. Anthony can't hit. And so Young will bring it up for the Orlando Magic, trailing by 5. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Here's Anthony. And it's Anthony again missing.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Oladipo, good.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Yeah, I mean, just way too many turnovers in that one. If you can't protect the ball, you can't expect to win.
That's exactly right. Miscues drive a coach crazy. You're giving them more opportunities than you're giving yourself, and that's always problematic.
Paul George, he's checked in for Goran Dragic. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Orlando. And here's Anthony for 3, and the 3 ball is good. Anthony's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That attack mentality like he does so often. Melo just putting on an offensive clinic here.
Outside Conley. Off target from 3-point range.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
But he recovers it. Yep, that one goes. Oladipo's got the game tied up here for the Magic.
Now, this is what you'd love to see more of from Victor Oladipo, the athleticism to be a factor on the glass.
Pass to George. Jacks up a 3, and Oladipo pulls it down. Oladipo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
Now, here is Young. 12 points for him. Holmes trying to free himself up. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
And Portland making a change here. Gibson's checked in. Portland's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. And here's Anthony from the arc. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Sabonis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Leonard finds Holmes. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one's on Anthony.
Well, we know Kawhi will always attract lots of defensive attention, which puts him in a position to find his teammates. Pretty pass.
Orlando shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Powell's checked in. DJ Augustine's checked in for Orlando. Here's Conley. 20 points for him last game against Golden State. There's the pass to Carmelo. And it's Anthony with the jam.
There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
Augustine against Powell. Young outside. Sinks the triple. Young's got the lead up to 6 now for Orlando.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Leonard against George. Kicks it to Anthony. 1:36 left to play in the first half. Shot clock at 5. Short. And that one hits back iron.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
Back to Augustine. Powell with the steal. Conley the pass to George. Augustine against Powell. Pass to George. Shot clock at 6. A fadeaway. Up it goes, and the Magic lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Anthony.
You know, his whole career from Syracuse to the NBA, Melo has always been dynamite in the mid-range.
Back to Young. Lots of room. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. And that's now 17 points for Trae Young. Conley the pass to Gibson. To the inside. Here's George. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. George has got 14 points.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Passes to Leonard. Magic moving the ball around. Now here's Sabonis, defended by Gibson. Leonard with no one around. Kept alive, Holmes. And he banks in the layup. Holmes got 5 points now this quarter.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Leonard against George. Over Leonard. Goes back up. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Orlando Magic with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. From beyond the arc, they've been absolutely tremendous. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Trae, you all managed to fight back and take the lead. How did you do it?
Just with our effort, sticking to the game plan. I mean, they're a very, very tough team, very talented team. We got to stick to our game plan.
It worked well in the first half. Thanks for your time, man. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. And guys, you look at the career of Domantas Sabonis, he made a huge leap in his production. Fantastic across the board.
Sometimes you jump, you got to go straight up, and you can't go over it. You know, Ernie, Sabonis went, and he had a solid year. He's becoming a star. His shooting and passing and dribbling ability is probably second to very few in that league.
You know, he's improved his rebounding tremendously. I think Sabonis can get even better in the next few years. Not as good as his daddy, but he's getting pretty good.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
I don't know that you necessarily think of him as someone who's going to create for others, but boy, all night he's been willing to make the extra pass.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Tipping off the second half, here's Steve Clifford's 5. Sabonis is out there with Bismack Biyombo. Then there's Oladipo, then it's Young, and it's Leonard in at the 3 slot. Now, here's Oladipo. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Oladipo. Leonard's got the lead up to 9 now for the Magic. And it's Conley with the ball for the Trailblazers.
And with Victor Oladipo
The impact he has on the scoreboard is huge, but you can't discount how great he is as a defender.
Oh, there's no doubt, Greg. Think about it. The last time he played a full season, he was first-team All-NBA defense. This guy has great length on his arms. He can cause a lot of miscues with his ability to pressure, and he's strong enough to deal with wings as well. So there's a versatility there that you love.
Now Conley. After the missed three from Trae Young. 5 to shoot. Here's George. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Young's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Pass to Leonard. He kicks it to Biyombo. Young against Caldwell Pope. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And the comparisons to Steph Curry, it's understandable. Young's shooting ability is off the charts.
The Magic have yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
That's good from Young. And so Young nails them both. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Good on that shot. And with that, the Magic lead has got down to 9 in the bucket from Anthony.
You know, the ability to seize the opportunity, see the daylight, get that position, and mellow, one of the best to ever do it.
Now, here's Oladipo. 12 points for him. Sabonis finds Leonard. 5 on the clock. The kick out to Oladipo. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Anthony against Leonard. That's tipped. Caldwell Pope against Young. Young is doubled. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, and that quick first step that Caldwell Pope possesses is lethal. Drawing the contact there thanks to his aggressiveness.
This is his first free throw of the game.
You know, when you look at his numbers this season, he's had a respectable number, 77%.
And he knocks down the first one.
Yeah, much improved foul shooter. KCP also starting to get to the line at a higher rate.
Daniel House has checked in for the Magic. And Caldwell Pope drops them both. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Outside Leonard. The pass to Oladipo. Orlando moving the ball around. Here's Leonard. He's got 11. Clock at 4, and it's Paul George with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Goran Dragic is checked in for the Trailblazers. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And read the plate perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Young outside. Young is doubled. This one for 3. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. You look at the Magic, holding on to second spot in the conference. A great season for them so far.
And I think for the Magic, every NBA season, there's always going to be some big surprises in store. And I think this season, they'd have to be considered one of the biggest of them all.
Oh, no question. And we're deep enough into the season to know, hey, this hasn't happened by accident. They are genuine contenders here.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Outside Leonard, the three. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Trailblazers trail by 5. Outside Anthony. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
You know, no surprise to see the hoop and the harm. Melo with the beautiful touch.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. Curry's checked in for Young. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Curry with the bounce pass. Leonard, that's for 2. That one wide left.
Only 20% shooting in this quarter. They need to settle down and relax a little bit here.
And how about the court awareness there? Dragic, fantastic job spotting the wide open teammate.
And here is Curry after Paul George getting his 3 to go. And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. You have to like what we're seeing from Carmelo Anthony.
Guys, you have got to find a way to slow this man down. This is a great timeout.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Whiteside. Second in rebounding, second in blocks, and with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And again, look what he's done so far this season. Wiping the boards clean, ranking second in the league in rebounds. Outstanding effort. Curry finds Oladipo. Right side Leonard. 4 on the clock. Back to Oladipo. Trying to get something going, and it's sent back by George.
Paul George, tremendous vertical. How fast does he get off his feet?
And Whiteside's got the ball here for the Trailblazers. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Here's Anthony. Whiteside trying to break free. That shot, no good. Magic have gone only 1 of 6 in the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. Here's House. No good. Shot missing. Good work defensively by Whiteside. Caldwell Pope outside. To the paint. Here's Anthony. And Anthony gets double teamed. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And Portland has possession. Shot clock at 5. Kicks to George. Portland needs to get off a shot. Whiteside. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here's Oladipo. He's got 12. That 3 off the mark. Dragic taking his time here. Inside, here's Anthony. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got assist number 5 here tonight.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
And no doubt Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Taj Gibson's checked in for Whiteside. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for the Magic. Augustine comes in for Oladipo. Augustine passes to Leonard. Down low. They need this. That shot, no good. And the Trailblazers going the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. A nice shot by George.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
The Magic trail by 5. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Augustine finds Leonard. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Board man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi.
The first free throw is good. And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach, Doris, to the game. Studies angles, movement, trying to groove in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range game. Very analytic approach.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And here's Portland. They've outscored him 16 points to 2, not slowing down. And it's DJ Augustine with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Caldwell-Pope kicks to Dragic. Pass to George. Latrey knocks down the 3-ball. George has got 8 points here in this quarter.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Outside Curry. There's the dish to Leonard. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
How about the focus and locked-in nature of Kawhi Leonard? My goodness.
Inside, here's George. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. George has got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
To the paint, here's Augustine. No good that time. Caldwell-Pope with some nice D. Portland leading by 6. Outside Dragic, pass to George. Off target with his 3. Orlando's gone into a slump here from 3-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third.
Well, I know he's in his 3rd decade, but DJ Augustine still has a second gear. So dangerous in the open floor.
Now here's Caldwell-Pope. 8 points for him. Trying to get open is Gibson. And there's Caldwell-Pope. That's good on the assist by Anthony.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Leonard against Anthony. Leonard inside. Pass to Holmes. Over Gibson. And Gibson sends it back.
Boy, Gibson's so good at timing these rejections. Twice on the pipes from Taj.
Portland's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Took him no time at all on that one. And now a 9-point Trailblazer lead.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Anthony against Leonard. And Curry has it in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Floats one. The rebound by Gibson. Gibson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Caldwell Pope right side. Trying to get open is Gibson. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Outside for Curry. The basket is good. The assist from Augustine. Curry's got 11.
Boy, had this shot on automatic. The confidence so crucial to what Seth Curry brings to the table.
George double teamed to the inside. Deflects the pass. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Whiteside's checked in for Portland. And a switcher also for Orlando. Sabonis, he's checked in for Danuel House. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Leonard. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so. 1st in free throw percentage, 5th in scoring. And he's a defensive ball hawk. You can't let your guard down. Remember, he's 10th in the league in steals per game.
And it's nice when you have the NBA's best free throw shooter just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been completely automatic this season. When these players get to the free throw line, it's nearly automatic. The 2K leaderboards show us this month's free throw shooting percentage leaders. The 4th spot held by Kawhi Leonard.
And during that time, guys, he's been an absolute dead-eye shooter from the free throw line. His concentration just never wavers.
And the first one at the line is good. And Portland making a change here. Conley's checked in. And a switcher also for Orlando. Young's checked in for Seth Curry. Both free throws good from Anthony.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And so Young will bring it up for the Orlando Magic. He kicks to Leonard. Augustine passes to Sabonis. Dishes it to Leonard. Now the pass to Holmes. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Holmes got 11 points.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. Here's a look at the schedule for the Orlando Magic. On Friday, the Chicago Bulls come into town, tipping off a homestand for them. Then on Tuesday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And you know, for that matchup with Atlanta, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
First one falls for him. And both free throws good for Paul George. We've got 1:23 left in the third quarter of the game. Leonard against George. Augustine looking around. Sabonis kicks to Augustine. Tries it from the top of the key. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Whiteside dishes to George. Back to Whiteside. Rockets the pass to George. Conley for three. The shot misses. And Orlando will come the other way. There's the feed to Leonard. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 7th assist in the game.
This is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Good on the three-point shot. Dragic has got 5 points now this quarter.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. And the first one drops.
We are looking at the MVP of the 2014 finals. Can we remember that in that series, Kawhi Leonard shot 60% and he guarded LeBron James?
Leonard hits them both.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
Leonard against George. Over in the corner, Conley. The shot's good on the assist by George. Conley's got 7.
Well, you've got to be able to contest. This is a career 37% three-point shooter. You better get out there on Mike Conley.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Trailblazers lead by 10. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The 4th quarter is coming up next. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.